we already have our first caller anxious to speak with you. So let's get Tina from Birmingham on the line. Tina, we appreciate you staying up late with us tonight and joining us. How can we help you this evening?
Yes, I have a question. I've been divorced for a year, and I do pay alimony. But I like to know, how long do you supposed to pay alimony when it wasn't in my divorce? So I didn't show up to court. So, but it was that I'm supposed to pay alimony, and I like to know, how long do I supposed to pay alimony, or do I need to get another attorney to find that out?
Okay. First I would say look at your divorce decree, because I think she said it wasn't in her divorce. Did I hear that correct?
I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if it's not in your divorce decree, then I would say you shouldn't be paying alimony. But again, I would have to look at your agreement or have a lawyer look at it and advise you of that. But most of the time when we put alimony in an agreement, or if a court orders it, it'll say specifically an amount for a specific amount of time, and it should lay all that out in there. So I hope that helps.
Now, is it true that you have to be married for a certain amount of years before alimony becomes considered, or is that necessarily the case?
Not anymore.
Okay.
It used to be, and they've changed. I mean, it used to be where they kind of, I guess, after 10 years, you might be more entitled to or to look at it, but now it's kind of a free game. It's in the discretion of the court whether to award it or not, and it's based on certain factors of whether you need it, if the payor can afford to pay it, what your standard of living is. So.
And it's not for a particular amount of time. It's not for the rest of the ex-spouse's life, per se.
In my opinion, I think the courts are trying to get away from that.
Okay.
But if you've been married 20 years or more, then you could be entitled to it for life. It just depends on the circumstances. But now the laws have changed so that if it's less than 20 years, the max is up to the length of the marriage. So.
Interesting to know.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about this beforehand. Divorces and COVID.
Yes.
You've been busy lately.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that and just what you've been seeing. And you're still busy, even though we're, 18 months past it now?
Yes. I felt like, during, I guess I call it shutdown or lockdown, so to speak, things did slow down. But then once things started opening back up, I feel like divorces seemed more rampant. I got more calls, maybe people being in a house together that aren't used to always being there together, or they're 24/7 working together with the kids all there. It's a lot. Obviously I think COVID caused stress on all of us.
Absolutely.
And it might have exacerbated some situations more, so people are, I feel definitely more people are getting divorced these days.
But you have seen a couple of reconciliations.
Yes. I did have a few clients reconcile during the process and realized that maybe it wasn't so bad being together all the time. Maybe they weren't together enough prior to COVID, and so.
Wow.
That was nice.